Monday. I just had this thought this morning when I was coming back from the gym, and I was just curious, for people that have not experienced the total vibe of going to the gym in the morning and actually crushing a workout or an exercise or a yoga or whatever you're into. But I just wanted to say that it's a vibe that is so good and makes you feel so alive and so accomplished. And I just wish I could send this feeling to people that have never even tried it. So I just want to inspire people to get out and try something new in the morning. Like first thing, I don't know why, but it just feels so good for me to start the day with that win and that energy. So, and then another thing that I wanted to talk about is some things that really helped me over the years, and that's building the inner peace before you start something, and like really go into your belief system and switching your energy instead of being in like a survival state. It's a natural to switch into the survival state. I mean, when you think about something, you overthink it, you think of all the things that can go wrong. But to actually be able to flip the switch on that and believe what could go right, like imagine every time you had a thought or an idea, you'd be so over excited about it that you're thinking about all the things that can go right in every single way instead of thinking about all the things that can go wrong. That's the key to the success of all these things that maybe you desire, maybe you don't. I don't know. We're all different, but you should maybe be working on something. Not saying that you have to be, but I mean, it feels pretty good when you're accomplishing something and making progress towards something that you love or brings you joy. So, building the inner peace and flipping your belief system into your beliefs instead of being in the survival state is fucking huge. So if you can have the feeling of that energy that you've already accomplished the thing before you've accomplished it, that is the game changer. And that's not an easy thing to do, but it takes practice, it takes reps, it takes repetition. So I just want to encourage people to try this. I mean, whether that could be anything. It doesn't have to be exercising, it doesn't have to be business related. But I mean, you can basically take this method and just turn it into anything that you want. You need to carry the energy as if you already have that or been there, done that. Sometimes, I know my coach Dan Martell, he explained it as, imagine you had what are those called, like a certified check, and you get it on the weekend for like $10 million, but you can't deposit it until Monday, and you get given it on the weekend, and you have this money sitting there. And can you imagine how you would feel in that situation? That is the feeling that you need to carry out when you want to accomplish these things that you're working on. So super important, but it all comes from the inner peace. And for anyone that's trying to build anything or start something new, you do really need to start on the inside, and the peace is on the inside, and it takes work. But if you kind of skip all the steps of not building the inner peace in your mindset, it could be a bumpy road. So start on the little things on the mind, and you can kind of incorporate them in together. But how important it is to get clarity, get present, learn to control your thoughts and your emotions, and just staying consistent at this, being grateful, all of these little things. I mean, the saying, the grass is greener on the other side. The grass is greener where you water it. So if you're watering the negative thoughts grow. Your mind just carves a path to that. I mean, and if you've done it for a long time, it's conditioned to that, and that path is deep, and it's very easy for your mind just to steer down that path. So you really need to start making a new path and just carving it in, and it takes a while, but when you put in the reps and you show up and you take over those thoughts, they'll start to default to the positive instead of the survival state, and that's where you want to be. And it'll help with everything in terms of your inner peace and your mindset and your belief system. So you should really just give it a try, baby steps. I would highly recommend getting into the gym or exercising or anything active that brings you joy. I mean, it's just such an energy, and you're surrounding yourself with people that are amazing,